Ooh.
Timothy. Y'all already know what it is. It's Gutter City, nigga. Philly shit. Y'all know what I do, man. When I got a problem, I don't get emotional, man. I'm not doing the back and forth. Not doing the Twitter exchange. We not doing the Instagram, man. You mean? Real hip-hop head, man. We take it right back to the streets. I do what the fuck I want, y'all hear me? I do what I want. Let's do this. What y'all mad at? I beat y'all niggas' favorites and look past that. I'm feed up on these dickheads, that's a hashtag. They blame that shit on COVID. I went up in they stores, now they asking where my mask at. Y'all see who got the last laugh. I see y'all talking and y'all bitching. Got my name up in y'all mention. Shit got X back for the battle. He said no and you don't get it. You on Twitter say I'm ducking. Ain't no trap but ducking chicken. You mostly your performance. We love watching, we don't listen. I mean I understand the rush, but shotgun you ain't winning. Rum and hustle. Or I hustle rum, y'all think it's prohibition. I ain't taking all them battles. It's about, man, who you hitting. I'm a star to get interest. I gotta punch the ticket. It's a box here. Champion in the top 10. Everybody that I battle look good. Shit, I've been helping since I got here. Who ducking y'all? Y'all wanna be my friend, but I don't fuck with y'all. I ain't grow up with y'all, just thinking, nigga. Don't hate it, nigga. I don't got no stories that I stay with niggas or favorite niggas or sharing cars with y'all favorite nigga. Now a nigga poppin' and I'm supposed to play the game. Let me battle the graveyard, cause all them niggas got a name. Every time I think Kyle Thorough, he turn into a lame. Dispense all my balls, now all my ops turn to strain. Last time I left DNA, it came with some pain. Last time I test DNA, it came with a name. Shit, I can't believe we talking to the bull. All he gonna do is watch drug movies and scheme about paid in full. The way y'all on my top, y'all got me thinking that y'all need to battle. Interview after interview, good. Homeboy, we seen the battle. Hey yo Rex, we got on camera that you dying. You don't believe me? Call Beasley, nigga. Ask him if I'm lying. Hey yo Hitman, the Philly ball. We specialize in homies. After that TV show, you shooting what's in my bag to be your body. Yo Daylight, watch your motherfucking mouth, cause I got more. Last nigga who took the power of the star, it was Thor. I got some fame, they take it hard. DNA put my name in every interview and try to hate and say I'm not a star. John emotional, light-skinned niggas is down twice. Y'all couldn't tell me nothing, he was a bitch up in his past life. Me being next might not be good for your career. Nigga lost the Sioux surf and we ain't seen him for a year. Like why y'all so shocked? Why y'all niggas wanna die? My youngest 10, we ain't do ABC since she was 5. I got Remy on the line, Chrome 23, I see y'all down the line. She said you want a female, I said sure, just give me John. Hey yo Kyle, nigga, I love you as my brother. A little younger, I just think you lost it. Let's rebuild the hunger. I just wanna trade drug stories and talk about the gutter, gun shit or one hit, so you don't gotta wonder. And I ain't really cocky, actually I'm very humble. As long as I got breath in my body, then I'ma rumble. I mean battle rap saved me, so I treat this like a hustle. Hey yo Gary, that dice in the middle got us in trouble. Hey Mook, nigga I love you, I'ma put you in the suit. I learned a lot, but what that means, it's like smack calling the truth. Small room, no crowd, I'm Timothy. Let's make that move, and you a legend. But it's time for your legends just to get moved. And your clips, it's getting closer. But you still a dickhead, nigga. Yeah, babe, we'll see you soon, guys. We gon' get busy, man, it's gutter, man. Timothy, man, go stream Timothy Chapter 1 right now. Timothy Chapter 1 out. Timothy audio book is out. Man, y'all already know, man. Follow me everywhere. Eazy Block Captain. These niggas can't fuck with me. That's why they mad right now. That's why they mad. On diss tracks, on Battlefield, y'all can't fuck with me. I would be mad too. I would be mad too. Guess what, man? I'm at y'all niggas until I'm not at y'all niggas, man. Cause I do what I want, nigga.
Damn, Eazy. Damn. I am London Jen. Welcome to the Jen O'Clock News. I don't know why I was so startled there, as though he didn't give us a long enough clue that he was coming out. But yeah, Eazy the Block Captain. We opened there with, what's it called again? Do I Do What I Want. He wants to be on Summer Madness. Is he going to be? Today, on today's show, we are talking about Summer Madness 12. The battles, a couple of battles were announced at the weekend. Two battles, we're going to talk about those. But what about the rest of the card? It is a month from today. This is 24th of August. Summer Madness is 24th of September. It is absolute madness that we don't have the matchups yet. Oh, I got my lighting shot yet again. It is madness that we don't have those announcements. Summer Madness is the sort of event people want to fly to, they want to book. If I was able to, it's the sort of card I'd want to come over. You need people to have more than a month, and never mind, the supporters. Are the battlers locked in? Because it doesn't look like it, unless the timeline is tricking us. But we've only got 2 announcements so far. We need some more. We need some more. We need that excitement. We need that build up. And them battlers need to be writing if they're not already. So yeah, we're going to talk about all of that. Plus, we've got the Riot card coming up. Huge card going down on the West Coast. I think is it this weekend or the weekend after? We'll talk about it. They've just finalized the card, dropped the card, dope card and a dope undercard. So we're going to talk about that too. But let's get into Summer Madness. Now, as well as the 2 announcements that we're going to talk about, there have been others, as you can see from the thumbnail, some potential matchups that we need to have. Would be perfect on Summer Madness. People have been putting themselves out there on the timeline and in interviews and stuff. I'm going to see what they are saying. Thank you for everyone tuning in. You arrived right on time. It is 10 o'clock, bang on the dot. So thanks for pulling up. Stick around and let me know, who do you want to see on Summer Madness? We've got the 2 battles. Who have you made your predictions already for the ones that we have announced? And who else do you want to see? I certainly want to see some women, as someone who put a match out there recently that I think would be perfect on Summer Madness. I'd love to see that, but I definitely want to see some women, and there's a few, so we'll talk about it. But let's so starting off, we had the Tay Rock and Swamp announcement this weekend. This is a battle that has been brewing for some time. Rock said he'd give him a shot. Who takes this one? Swamp has been on great form recently. Tay Rock has returned to incredible consistency. Mr. Consistent has surpassed his consistency standards in my level, or in my mind. And yet he's agreed to battle Swamp. Now, at one point, it looked like Swamp had kind of blown this one. His name was well up there for a while, kind of up there with Eazy and Fonz and the rest of that class, real sick, chaos in them. And then he had some real inconsistency issues. He kind of dropped the ball. He was stumbling through battles, forgetting shit, and kind of was surpassed by the rest of his class, by the rest of the new era. And it seemed like maybe with Rock on the ascension and Swamp kind of, on a downturn, it looked as though we might not get it. Swamp has turned the tide. I think it's one that URL seemed interesting, but a few months ago, Tay Rock, I saw an interview with Tay Rock and he was saying, yeah, no, URL aren't having it. Like, BZ won't book it. Like, it's not on me. Like, the league have got to book it and they won't book it. Swamp put some pressure on. He obviously had the tournament, had the dot battle just before the tournament. Crazy run in the tournament. He faced and beat or matched, some top tier names. He beat Rum in a tournament that Rum was kind of, a shoe-in for the final. Had a great final, went all the way to the final, had a great debatable final, some say with JC, and yeah, really kind of turned the public perception, and it was one that people saying, look, you know, got to give him this shot now, and he's got it now. Tay Rock, you know, I'm saying Swamp is showing that he can hang with these guys, he can beat these guys. That's what Tay Rock does, and he's been doing it. He took to Twitter to share this graphic that Quadre made. If you're not following Quadre, definitely check him out. He produces all these sort of graphics, and basically it was him running down all of his battles from 2005 to now, including his Swamp battle. And he said that's 63, by the way. 44 of them are URL. 63. Take a look at the names, like even just recently, T-Top, the second, Vixen, Danny, Twerk, Chilla, Gotti, Verb, Official, Moot, Daylight, T-Top again, Big T, Mike P, T-Rex in there, Eazy, Gotti again, Shug, Loaded Hollows, K-Shine the second, like, come on. We go back, Pat Say, Hitman, Hollw, Goods. There's like, who hasn't he battled? Who hasn't he battled? This is clearly like a, you know, one of those that you need on your resume. You want this one on your resume. It means a lot for Swamp. He is extremely hungry at the moment. This you know, hungry, motivated battlers have been very successful this year, but so has Tay Rock. So has Tay Rock. I don't think this is one, right, that I think Swamp doesn't have to win. I think he can potentially, but he doesn't have to. He can show up, have a great performance, have a great debatable battle, and that's a win for him. He hasn't lost clearly to Tay Rock, but if he comes in the sort of form that, you know, he's came against Romnitty and JC, Tay Rock can't drop the ball. We know, like we say, Tay Rock is consistent, but if he has, you know, maybe a crazy round, nice opener, takes the third a little light, you know, Swamp could come and steal it. So it's still all on the line, all to play for. I think Swamp definitely deserves the shot. Love that he's on Summer Madness against, you know, such a huge competitor. Let's see what else. They've been fairly quiet since the announcement. They haven't really said much online. Tay Rock, he had a little shot to Verb. Verb responded to his accolades tweet with kind of an indirect: Smack has never held my hand. I stood on my own and still did it. Your favorite rappers Smack takes care Smack takes care of like children. So Tay Rock just says, yeah, you're jealous. That's really sad. And yeah, I would be inclined to agree. And he said, yeah, it is a gun title summer. The next announcement obviously was his gun titles brethren, Sue Surf. We're going to get to that announcement in a second. But yeah, that's who's we've got them both on there. Gun title summer. Eazy said, if me or Chess on Summer Madness, it's going to be spooky. Gun title Summer Madness, but I'm not on Summer Madness, so y'all, that would be interesting. And he's saying, Carolina, don't try and save your boy. I'ma step on him. Summer Madness. And that's pretty much all he said thus far. Been a man, a few words. Swamp has said even less. He retweeted another pic of Tay Rock and Sue Surf saying, oh, how cute, gazing into each other's eyes, shake my head. Fun titles. So he kind of came with the jokes, hasn't given much away. If he's smart, you know, and I'm sure he is, he'll be somewhere writing, preparing, getting getting ready for the biggest of stages against the biggest of opponents. How have you got that? How do you call it? Can you see Swamp beating Tay Rock? Could it happen? What do you think? Let me know. Moving on, we now have JC versus Sue Surf. Now, this is one that has been brewing for an incredibly long time. JC has been calling out Surf for some years, right? And until fairly recently, Surf was, really playing it down, saying JC has nothing for him, he doesn't deserve that battle, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't want it, it doesn't interest him, he's not battling JC. And then he went on his losing streak and sat down to become Sue Sharp, the commentator slash analyst slash personality, wasn't battling and was just talking about battling. Then when the big stages came back, so did Surf, and he came back and went on a tear, absolute tear. He hasn't lost a battle since his comeback. And he also, the guys who were calling him out before his losing streak, John the Don, Cortez, JC, all of those guys who Surf said, yeah, I'm not battling yous, they all were back on his target list. As we know, the John battle has happened, as has the Cortez one. Those went. Will it be the same for JC? JC, again, on phenomenal form, looks incredibly hard to beat. Pen is on fire. Performance is up there. This is a great time for both of them to meet on, like I say again, one of the biggest stages possible, Summer Madness. This must be the headliner, right? This must be the headliner. If it's not, then holy crap, who is? But yeah, biggest of stages. He's also acting like he's giving JC a shot. He's saying, basically, I'm shining light on him. Now, I don't think you can say that about JC, especially not with the form that he's in right now. JC, I mean, obviously Surf would have to agree to the battle, but JC can pretty much ask for who he wants, and it's down to the opponent whether or not they want to take it. But I don't think URL are looking at JC and saying, nah, you can't get that battle, you don't deserve that, you can't win that, or you haven't put in enough work or whatever. People don't want to see that. I think JC can get pretty much whatever battle he wants. But nonetheless, Surf seems to disagree. We're going to see what they've both been saying. Diane says JC is going to need a 6-minute round full of bombs. Them back-to-back bombs that Surf has, right? Those kind of back-to-back reactions. It's hard to counteract those as an opponent when Surf is constantly getting such reaction. He's bringing that shit back. The crowd are repeating it. He's getting another 2 bars in, and then he has to bring it back. He doesn't have to bring it back again, but he chooses to bring it back again. By the end of the 8 bars, everyone is, saying every punch, the ecstasy and frenzy is in the air, and it's, damn. And it's also his Rolling Loud weekend. Will that factor in? He's on Rolling Loud on the Sunday, so he posted recently, didn't he? Made a tweet about which other battle rapper gets to fly to Rolling Loud and then to URL. He's actually doing the other way around, but he's got a big weekend. Will that affect him at all? JC is going to need to do a dance move like he did in the tournament. If he did, Surf has got to rebuttal that. He's got to rebuttal that. You know, Surf may not be the most well-known rebuttalers, but you got to have something for that, or something. You got to have something. Let's see what they've both said. So Surf came. This was before the announcement. Interestingly, before the announcement. So this was last week. Surf said, "While I'm at it, JC, grab your sneakers. I feel like fighting. Countdown starts now." And in fact, I think this is around the time that I was saying you can see matches are being locked in, or at least people are trying to get matches locked in, because there were way too many people kind of actively jockeying on the timeline. And this was one of those tweets that caught my eye. JC said, "This is where the fun begins." And so Surf came out on Hip Hop Is Real saying, let's say you got two lanes in battle rap, like lyrics versus performance. I can catch up to JC's lane more than he can catch up to mine. AMG mode is a thing. I chain punch and all of that. I can shake the room one time and 30 seconds shake it again. He is going to have to keep up with that. Shout out, Let's Talk Battle Rap, who got that. What does JC think of that? Well, he thinks it's funny. Not even super funny. Just all he gave it one little laugh. Ha. 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 That's what he said. That's what he said. JC's best round to win is the third round. Surf round isn't always the strongest. Yeah, Surf tends to sort of he's quite top heavy, isn't he? He starts with a bang, and he tends to pack the most kind of explosive material early on. Although at some point you would think he might flip that strategy, because it's could become predictable. But yeah, do we agree with what Surf is saying there? He can saying basically, I can catch up to JC more than he can catch up to me. That and this is what Diane, that was your first comment. He's going to need those 6-minute round full of bombs. This is what Surf is talking about, those reactions, that packing in, the chain punching. That is a huge weapon in his armory. But you know, JC has that intricate writing, that layered shit, that kind of slower build up or longer build up, but you know, once it lands, it's like, ooh. I guess for the big stage against an opponent like Surf, who does have such presence, who does have such, you know, command of the stage, not that JC doesn't. I think he's definitely gonna tinker and adjust a little bit for the crowd. Surf says, if you don't pull up with no veneers, you lost the first. Use that 100 right. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's 100 from the tournament. Damn. And then Surf just says, Pay Stumbles, or JC says that. Now, Surf has been quite vocal. Jackie Marie says, saying JC deserves a shot, giving him an opportunity is mad disrespectful to me. She's quoting Surf there. These are things that he has said. And he says, I hate that people hate the truth. He's not main eventing if I don't take this battle. I said it's time to battle. He got his ass up because he don't have a choice whether you like it or not. Is Surf just kind of flexing there? Is he talking big? We know Surf talks big. JC can main event. Would he main event Summer Madness? I mean, not many people can, but yeah, the right matchup, yes, JC would definitely main event Summer Madness. And saying, you know, I would be the headliner anyway doesn't mean that you're necessarily giving JC a shot. He says, they lie, they hate you. You tell the truth, they hate you. When the hell have we ever seen damn JC headlining Summer Madness? If he deserved it, he would have been there already. This is Summer Madness 12. So he's saying he doesn't deserve it. If he did, he would have got that shot. We're 12 in already. And I think, you know, he's picking at hairs here. I think that JC could definitely headline a Summer Madness. He may not be as electrifying as Surf, but he's on great form right now. 120k JC, don't need Surf. That's for Surf battle. Get real, Surf. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's really downplaying him. He's in that battle mode. I'm not giving him no credit, but he's really, like I said, playing him down. I'm sure that's a little fuel for JC's fire there. Someone replies and says, Surf is the bigger artist for sure. Does JC even make music? I'm just going off battle rap. Last time we saw JC, he won 120k. I don't know. That just feels like he ain't need Surf to main event. I wasn't saying it like that. Surf says, how? If he's never main evented a big card, what Summer Madness he was ever on top? Or no? If I choose good, still main event. Daylight, still main event. You guys talk to talk. And he's saying, look at the people you're naming. Those are top tiers. That's what helps to make it a main event, not Surf versus a random. So still, he's doubling down. Why has he never battled on a headline then? Why are you not answering that? He has battled the top guys, and it's never that hammering the point home. Comes back and says, they're going to S the D of whoever I decide to put the spotlight on at the moment. Saying basically, whoever I decide to battle, I'm putting a spotlight. That's what it is when I pick a battle with somebody. I choose and I spotlight them. And because I'm battling them, everybody's going to overly support the other person. That's so not true, Surf. He says, if you've never seen someone headline a Summer Madness ever, then he battles someone that has, you're not about to tell me he's headlining because of him. Now, those things can all be separately true at the same time. I think, Surf is just being loud here, basically. He's being very loud, and yeah, just doing as much as he can. It's that normal Surf talk. He talks big, whether it's kind of, it's battle rap, right? It's all opinionated, and he feels if he can justify it, then he's going to keep talking it. Like I said, all of those things can be separately true at the same time, and it doesn't prove your point. It's pointless to talk to Surf because he will always find something to say. This is it. Salute 1 star. Thanks for tuning in. Surf will debate for endlessly online, on Twitter, in the Twitter spaces, on Instagram Live, with himself on Instagram Live. He doesn't need, and I think part of that is what gasses him. He gasses himself, and it fuels him, motivates him. And then it's also just his persona and personality. Surf likes to be talked about. He likes to make, and it's also business as well, I guess. It's branding, it's marketing, it's selling the fight, it's promo, it's all of that stuff. So yeah, who wins? Who wins? JC is coming to do work. This JC in the last sort of year or so, incredibly consistent. And I think in after the tournament, that's 4 battles back to back. Did he have one shortly before that as well? He's put on some great performances this year. He's really difficult to beat. But I think his weak point is a performer like Surf, who will get that constant reaction. He will say some dope shit, of course, but that entertaining the crowd. If this was a small room, I don't think Surf takes it. And I think it's a very different battle potentially, but this is the big stage, and I think that puts the advantage squarely in Surf's court. Maybe that's why he was such a good commentator. Yeah, I agree. I agree. He's a talker, right? He can talk until the cows come home. But yeah, right now, I have to see closer to the event, but right now my prediction has got to edge it to Surf. He's barely dropped a round since he came back, and on that stage, it's his, pretty much. Very few have that presence that he has, and the ability to engage and interact and bring the crowd in, involve them in the battle, like they're part of it. But those are the only official announcements that we have. The only ones. We are 1 month away. I shall say it again. URL. We are 1 month away. In French. How do you say one in uno in Spanish? Like one. In Portuguese. We are 1 month away. That's like 30 days. We need announcements. People need to make plans. I want to get excited. I don't have no plans to make. I just want to be excited. I want to know. And we need these battlers ready and prepared. I'm hoping, you've locked everything in and you're just waiting for, I don't know what, to make the announcements. We'll see. We're going to talk about who looks like they could be on the card in a minute. Surf 2-1, but JC 2-1 if he can do something else like a rebuttal or something. Ooh, either way as well, right? Intangibles could play a big part in this. Do something surprising, and that could be a deciding factor. That's a good point. So yeah, other names, we've got four big names announced. We need more. Like I said, I want to see some ladies, but there are a few people who few big battles that have been talked about very recently, and again, jockeying for position is going on. Calico comes out and a lot of people are objecting to this gun titles madness, and he's saying you lot are weak. Then he comes out and he tags URL, Smack, Beasley and Eazy. Sorry, I'm muting there for the sirens. All of them hashtag summer madness and says, what are we doing? This is a couple of days ago. Then he comes out later and says, I've been so professional. I've been so focused on battle rap. I've given it most of my energy. I even brought a notebook to judge a battle, and I cut off my drinks for the culture. I've taken every battle serious and have prepared to the best of my abilities. I'm repaid by being left off of bad and bougie. He said, I've done all of this. I've done all of this contributions. I brought a notebook to the battles, and I stayed partially sober. And you still left me off of bad and bougie. Wicked. These guys really left me off of bad and bougie. That's crazy to me. They know I owe Charlotte, North Carolina. They ain't even let me a mook in the building at Summer Impact. So obviously that's where Summer Madness is this year. And he's saying, look, I owe one to the culture because of obviously the the 2-1-2. And he's saying, yeah, gotta let me in. Someone responds to him and said, you played around with that Eazy battle too much. That's the only person Smack, Beasley and the fans want to see you against right now. I don't know if it's the only one, but it's definitely the one that most people is going to be at the top of their list. Then he said, I played around with the battle I've been begging for. I played around with it. Huh? Now, this is Cal's being somewhat, I think, facetious there. Unless, it's just all WWE. Because at one point, when Eazy was kind of shopping different opponents, he was saying, who do you want to see me against? It's Calico, John, DNA. Who shall I take next? He was like, man, fuck this. Like, I'm not being some pick me. Like, I don't want to battle him no more. I'm not battling him. Like, that's it. You've missed your shot. Isn't Cal asking for 150k? Is he? That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. Um, you're not mad if they, okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Yeah, if Cal is asking for 100K, I'm not here to tell a man what he is worth or isn't. Um, but that's what he wants. I'd ask for 100K too, says LLOM. Why not? I mean, if you can get it. Asking and receiving are two different things, and if you can know your price, but if it's whether the person who has to pay you believes that is your value. In fact, Shan Wiretap, UK platform here, doing big things. Definitely support them. Cal is not worth 100K nowhere. I don't know that Cal gets booked for 150K. Thank you, Terrell, for sharing the broadcast. Please, everyone else, do likewise. Get it on your timeline and tag URL and say, hey, yo, URL, can we have the card, please? Put please rather than like motherfuckers at the end. I think that's polite. Let's carry on. So, he denies playing around with it. And then it's the same tweet, but he says, he adds, I'm gonna leave Earth. Now, someone says, Smack doesn't give up about you and it shows. That's why you should have a chip on your shoulder and take it out on all the battle rappers that want smoke. I've been saying for years, fam, they playing with your name. Get angry on these cows. I was going to say cows. I know Cal doesn't like the cow. I don't know why clowns didn't come out and cows did. Freudian slip. Sorry, cow/cow. Cal says, so he's basically trying to rile him up. Say, yo, get mad. These niggas are taking a piss. Like, what are we doing? Cal says, it's hard for me to get as angry as I should. I don't care enough. Even this tweet, I only did it because I know I should. I didn't really want to, but the fans need to understand how I've been mistreated in this genre for 10 plus years. It's only one reason. Cal, you didn't say all of this. It's only one reason not to insert me on SM12, and that's to control my growth. So Calico thinks they won't insert him into the card because they're trying to control his growth. Now, I mean, I don't know how much growing Cal has to do. Growth is perhaps a word I'd associate more with Eazy there. I guess you can say my progression, my progress this year, my momentum, all of those things. But Cal is Cal. I don't know that they're stopping your growth, so to speak. But yeah, he wants to insert himself into that card in with the Eazy battle, and he feels URL aren't taking him seriously. They're not treating him the way he deserves to be treated. Will we get that Eazy battle? Will it happen? So are there any announcements? Derek asks. You tell me. I'm demanding them. I'm asking for them, please. Demanding them, please. We need them. I'm waiting to see. Waiting for announcements. Hopefully they'll announce some announcements. Hopefully they'll announce some today, and we'll get to talk about them live. But for now, as far as I know, not. A rare form, Clip, Surf, Lux, and Rock are worth 150K. I would think those would be the highest earners, right? Potentially. Mook 2 can potentially, because of the crowd. Cassidy, Hitman, I think those names are also up there as well. People may not be your favorite, but it doesn't mean that they're not huge draws and don't bring other things to the battle. in terms of, you know, financial benefits. Briz Rothstein. I see a lot of begging. We remember Cal was begging. He's been begging for that Eazy battle in his words. Briz says, I see a lot of begging to be on Summer Madness post/energy. Damn. It's like that. Put that on your next album though. Hashtag dark side. Now, Calico saw this and said, I hate when guys I already be on Summer Madness subtweet me. Worry about mentally getting back in the game, Ben Simmons, or is it Adrian Broner? You guys with the mental health problems always in somebody else's business, man. Now, I'm guessing he's referring there to the fact that Riz took some time out because he wasn't feeling it. He wasn't in the headspace. He had some things going on in his life, and you know, he wanted a break. And right now, he doesn't want to come back. There's nothing. Maybe the money's not right, the opponent's not right, the opportunity, I don't know, but he's not coming back right now, unfortunately. I hate to see it. Briz Rothstein replies and says, damn, calm down, Sean Bradley. How is it a subtweet if I hit you in the heart? Out of here. And mental health problems is crazy. Could we get a potential Briz and Cal? Could that still ever happen? Or Mook, you know, is Briz Rothstein coming back? I doubt it would be a Summer Madness thing, but the signs seem to be as though he may be edging his way closer back into the scene, maybe getting ready. Who knows? I'd definitely love to see it. You know, I think this battle rap is missing the intensity, the electrifying performance of a Briz in the culture. I want to see him back. There are so many matchups that I'd like to see. So yeah, if we can get Briz back, whatever it takes to draw him out, I'd love to see that. What has Eazy said about the Calico battle or about any battle? Are we getting Eazy on Summer Madness? Eazy is someone either by choice or, well, I don't think it has been by choice, because it seems like every card, pretty much, all these big major cards for the last year or so, and even last Summer Madness, you know, Eazy almost got a Mook battle on the last Summer Madness. Was potentially a DNA battle as well. Oh, he did get a Mook battle, didn't he? And then it was cancelled. He's someone that hasn't necessarily been on as many cards as you would think, as many opportunities as his form suggests. When he comes out, he is virtually invincible. So for him to not be, you know, announced on Summer Madness already, that's a real, and potentially not on it. We just saw in that tweet to Tay Rock, you know, he was saying he's not on it. Mook wasn't ready yet. That's what it was. Hopefully we see DNA on the Summer Madness 12 card. That, you know, he's been pretty quiet about it. Let me see what he's been saying, actually. Eazy versus Briz would be good. Boy, that could be one of those ones. That really could be. Let's see. What has Eazy been saying? So this was a few tweets behind. On my way to get inspired for Summer Madness, lol, he says. Now, this was just before, this was at the New Orleans, this was before the New Orleans Battle of the Bayou event. He's saying, yeah, I'm on my way to get inspired for Summer Madness. That tells you what sort of mind frame he was in. Then, after the announcements, a few days later, he says, if me or Chess on Summer Madness is going to be spooky, gun title Summer Madness, but I'm not on there, with the sad face emoji, eyes welling up with tears. And then he says he is living vicariously through his gun titles brethren. this year. So he's saying, I'm not on it, guys. I'm not on it. Vardafly comes out and says, Is Eazy the block captain on Summer Madness, or are we fans gonna burn the internet streets down? Either or, don't make no difference to me. So he's saying he's either on it or we're burning down these internet streets. Eazy thought that was hilarious. He also, Eazy really is Himothy. So somebody shared this clip showing Eazy's reach.
Just did. Saying I'm prepared. I got props. I'm over prepared. I'm Himothy. So, I'm him.
Okay.
I'm Himothy. We know who Himothy is. Himothy is making huge impact. I love that his bio says battle rapper / actor. But yeah, he hasn't said much about the potential Calico battle. He has an interview on Hip Hop Is Real saying he's battling after Eazy. Who's the he, Eddie? Tay Rock just leaked that Eazy is on the card. So he said he's battling after Eazy. Okay, let's see if who we can work out. Man, it's gonna be hard to be these battle rappers fighting for spots on a card. Yeah, I think he just slipped up. Yeah, sometimes those things do slip up, right? And things slip out. I'm definitely gonna have to check that out. Let me make a note actually. So it's on Hip Hop Is Real, Tay Rock. Check that out. Vixen versus Jazz is Summer Madness worthy. We're going to talk about that. They're like, we need ladies. There are ladies who are Summer Madness worthy. Anyway, let me stay on point. Stay on point for that one. Eazy came out and whilst I don't think he's responded to Calico, he did post this yesterday. He says, look at the phone not ringing, like he thought I was going to do it. Summer Madness. And then he posts this.
Goods ain't do it, Shine ain't do it, Verb ain't do it, but I'm gonna do it. Goods ain't do it, Shine ain't do it, Verb ain't do it, but I'm gonna do it.
So basically just trolling John over his diss record. Yeah, the artwork is hilarious on that one, right? It's brilliant. I love it. Absolutely brilliant. I love the creativity in the culture. When I see things like this, it's always dope. Who is that? 3D, the culture, or 3O. Oh, no, I don't know who created this. I thought maybe that was his name, but I think they're saying 30. Maybe that is his name, 3D, the culture. I don't know, but a dope graphic for sure. Or it's not graphic, is it? It's animation. Okay, Sue Surf and Tay Rock, Warn Swamp and JC. Okay, thank you. Okay, moving on. Salute King Philly, how you doing? Oh yeah, so wrapping up Eazy and Calico and John. What are we doing there? Like, are we getting Eazy on the card? Is he battling Calico? Is he battling John? Who do we want to see more? Personally, I'm here for either battle for different reasons. I think both of them are very different battles, but I think, yeah, Calico is on top form right now. Just saw him versus Fonz, dope battle. Who's he battle before Fonz? Shit, he just had a great battle on URL. Skips my mind. Someone let me know in the comments. He's got a better memory than I have. We haven't seen John since his loss to Surf. It would be, kind of trying to take it out on his gun titles brother. I didn't get the win against Surf, but I'm gonna kill you type thing. Could be interesting. Could be very... chess. Oh, yes. Chess. Eazy versus John first. It's more likely than John. Calico is more likely than John. Yeah, the tactical vest on John John, right? It's the little things, the detail, the little things. I think it even says like his bullpen logo and stuff. I think Cal versus Eazy would be fire. The talk would be even. Yeah, it's a very, they're talking similar subject matter. Eazy can't talk crazy to Cal. It evens out. Yeah, Cal has this way of kind of, he's sort of almost an elder statesman for a lot of people. He's an elder statesman for a lot of people. What's the basketball? Thank you for the prop. What does that mean? Slam dunk? Is that a dunk? Yeah, definitely makes it a more even matchup than some sort of, that talk. And we've seen, we just saw Eazy against Goods, one of the, older generation, a different era, one of the vets, greats. And we saw how that went, the talk was indeed different, but I think Goods is he's a very different proposition to Calico right now. And Calico is outside, he's active, and Goods hasn't really tested that swag talk in this recent era, and now it kind of sounds a little stale, outdated. It really had a great part of it. Was it the third? And attacked Eazy, but Calico is I think a very different proposition for sure. Right now I think I prefer the Calico battle, especially as the Summer Madness one. Yeah, definitely Calico. Can we get that, please? Calico on Summer Madness, right? It's right against Eazy. I am here for it for sure. K-Shine. What about K-Shine? Look, when I'm talking about form, oh my lord. Oh, thank you. You gave me a timestamp, 12:15 on that video. Thank you so much, Eddie. That's really helpful. Shine versus who though, right? This is a big question. Now, one person it won't be is Jackboy Maine. Shine came out at one point. That was a battle. Now, no matter what Shine says and how dismissive he is, at one point that was a battle that he seemed definitely to be entertaining. He was going back and forth with Jackboy, and I seem to remember an interview where he was saying, yeah, we can get it in. This is some time ago. Jackboy, since his comeback, he was really on the up and up. He'd kind of really redeemed himself from was that Summer Madness as well, the John battle, and was really kind of making a way. He had those crazy performances in, was it UM4? Only got through 2 rounds, then went on to have great battles, and now, yes, salute Mia. He is definitely, his stock is definitely on the decline. I just saw a recent battle of his on a smaller league, and he basically freestyled his round, and even then it was a really poor showing from him. Not what we know he's capable of. And when you're going for those big names and big opponents, they don't want to battle you when you're doing things like that, when that's where your stock is, when that's where your name is, when that's what people are saying about you. It diminishes your brand if you take those battles. I do think a K-Shine Jackboy top, I think if Jackboy was to get the battle, it would be a top Jackboy. I think that would be an incredibly energetic, performance driven war. But you've got to, when you've got the likes of a K-Shine, a super top tier, who is in legendary form right now, you've really got to earn those battles, and you've got to be careful with your brand. This is why it's always important to protect your brand and your stock. Sometimes, having the good performances on the big stages is not enough. Jackboy basically said he's begging, and that's what bums do. It's disrespectful. He hasn't done enough. He also said Surf could get it in as well. Or Surf could get it in. He could get it in with Surf. He's saying that rematch is potentially on the cards. Now, that was sort of, what was it, 10, 11 years ago? Obviously, it couldn't happen on Summer Madness, but I just thought that was interesting. It seems like it's one that Surf is entertaining as well. The form that both of them are in, you know, I think if they could recreate or not recreate, but, you know, I think they could have another battle like the first. That would be incredible. No more rematches right now. It's been so long though. It was like 10, 11 years. It would be, I think right now it could be, a real potential one. You don't want to see that on Summer Madness, Jack and Shine. I think if Jack had continued to kind of make the impact that he had, say 6 months ago, then it might be one that, you know, you could get it. He just beat Tink on the Bayou card, I'm hearing. Jack Boy beat T-Top. Didn't T-Top get the win? Wasn't that judged? Didn't it go to T-Top? I swear it went to T-Top, and then oh no, he did. That was the first round, and then who did he lose to in the second? I don't even know if I'm getting that right, but it was impressive battles. He really impressed. Who else did he have in that tournament? Did he battle Cortez? And then Cortez took him out. Either way, we're not getting it. Jack Boy says K-Shine is being a diva. He's being corny. Sign the contract and it's over for you. Shine's not signing that contract. But who else could? Okay, it was Cortez and he lost. So he beat T-Top and then lost to Cortez. Thank you for sharing the broadcast. I appreciate that. Who else could we see against K-Shine on Summer Madness? Will he be on there? Who knows? A leaked Summer Madness card was put out, but I don't know if it's real. Those cards never really tend to be 100% accurate, and sometimes they're, you know, what the card might have been. JC, Surf, Rock Swamp, Eazy and John, Chess and Rex, Shine and Jack. Yeah, I don't think that's real. Shine, I very much doubt. I don't think he comes out and says all of that against Jack, about Jack Boy. It's disrespectful. Why would I battle him? You know, he's a bum, and then takes the battle. He kind of opens himself up to, he makes himself vulnerable, I think, doing that. And Chess versus Rex. I'd like to see Chess. On the card, for sure. Oh, I've lost my place. One battle that has been talked about. They let K-Shine battle Bill. One rounder. What was on that? It was on the battle. Was that the Battle Academy card? K-Shine, are you saying, you know, he battled off of URL? It wasn't a big, you know, it's not as though he went to RBE or King of the Dot. And some people can, you know, some of the top, they do that. You know, just like Geechee battling Disaster on GTX, Hitman on RBE, Bill and Jack Boy is kind of the same, right? Yeah, but that wasn't Summer Madness, and I don't think they are. I think Bill Collector, he just won the you know, the King of the Dot tournament. He at one point was front runner for Champion of the Year. He's put in crazy performances. His stock is, he's just not battling on URL right now. That's what that is. He's not getting. I think we last saw him. Was it Big T? Was that the last time Bill was on? And that wasn't a good battle at all from either of them. So yeah, Bill's just not getting those URL looks. But I think in terms of where he is right now, yeah, his stock is definitely super high. let's see. Yeah, one that looks like it could be happening. Av versus Hollw. So this is one that has been brewing for a very long time. It's one that Av has certainly wanted for years, and at various points over the last couple of years, it seems as though they came close, but it never really happened, and maybe was never quite locked in. Last week, 18th of August again. Remember that time where I was saying it looked like everyone was jockeying for position? This is also that time. Surf was saying stuff, Eazy saying stuff. Av says, tell Hollw we still got smoke to settle. Hollw says, stop tweeting and see if URL believe in you yet. Now, interestingly, at other times throughout the years, Hollw would say something like, yeah, we need to lock that one in. Yeah, it's sort of not as confrontational. This kind of makes me think, ooh, that's a bit smoky, considering it's one you've definitely said you wanted. You want to happen. It's got to happen at some point. Then Hollw said something and he deleted it. I don't know what he said, but whatever it is, Av said, I didn't upset you, did I? This is the sport, legend. Even you know that. Hollw says, hey, never personal, always business. Hope we can still talk like this after. After what, Hollw? After what? After Summer Madness battle? After we get it in on the 24th of September? In 5 weeks' time? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying there? We can after. Like, it seems very confirmational, if that's a word. But this back and forth seems to me like it could be. So yesterday, Av says, all right, so URL, what's up with Summer Madness? A few people are asking for me versus Hollw. Now, many of those 56 retweets there or quote tweets saying, yes, I need this, give me that, I want that, we need this battle. Yes, URL, set it up. Like, the culture definitely seems to be in agreement with this one. Av is someone who says, people are ducking me. I'm sure I've seen P come out and say it as well. Beasley too. People duck Av. We can't get bookings for him. The names that should be battling him, they're not agreeing. They don't want to battle him. Av says, this is a battle that's been brewing for a while and people have been asking for it all year. Let's see how it goes, because I have a few thoughts in my head about how this will play out. Someone says, it's not fair you and Hollw get less than a month's prep just to battle. That's the URL be doing. That's like what they did with Real Sick. Y'all should have 2 months to prep, not some 3 and change. That's Av says, we're not officially booked, but if we were, Hollw knew before me. This sentence is really telling. We ain't officially booked, but if we were, Hollw knew before me and had time, so he's sure his rounds would be done. I wouldn't trip though. He can't with me. So he's saying, hypothetically speaking, if it were booked, Hollw would know about it weeks before I would, because he's insinuating there that Hollw would need, Hollw would start writing weeks before agreeing to it. Hollow's not battling until URL comes back to Houston again. Has he said that? He seems like I haven't seen him mention that specifically. Mia, you're here for it too. Yes, me too. What happened to Av? People don't want to battle him, is what he's saying. When is Surf or Rock battling Av? I actually like Av versus Verb bout. No. Nope. Nopey, nope. Is Hollw even... You said, is Hollw even irrelevant? I'm guessing you're saying, is Hollw even relevant? Absolutely, Hollw is relevant. He's had huge battles this year as well. Like, he's come back after the... what was his comeback? Was his comeback the 2-on-2? So came back as a 2-on-2, and then as solo, he's battled. Was it DNA, Rum Nitty, and did we just have shit? What did we just have? Geechee, right? Like I think he's very relevant. Oh, Shine, yes, Shine. He can't get comfortable anywhere outside of Houston. I think what he said is that, and I think in the last battle he kind of showed he's worked on some things. He was saying my stuff isn't really translating to the audience. Like I need to just work on some stuff to make my, you know, to please this new era. And I think he's definitely done that. And I think his battles have gotten better. I really enjoyed the Nitty battle. That's what you mean. Okay. Let's did I? So now Hollw has been fairly quiet. Swap these around, did I? So Hollow's been very quiet. Av, if this is any inclination, he retweeted this tweet saying, I hope Av doesn't take the Nitty approach versus Hollw. I've seen Av freestyle and rebuttal when he has to. It's going to be a fire battle though. Hopefully the most underrated and most stuck battle rapper hopefully gives him the status he deserves. So he's saying give him a legend, give him a top tier name, give him one of those, you know, one of those endgame type guys. And Av, you know, retweeting this, and I'm reading into the retweet, but he's saying, you know, he would be getting outside of just Av is kind of pigeonholed as a puncher. He's saying, no, I'll be a lot more diverse. I'm coming to rap, I'll freestyle, I'll rebuttal, I'll have those intangibles on deck. He's beginning to have a very Verb type. Is that aura? I don't like, no, let's separate Verb and Av. I don't think so. Av is still hitting, right? Verb isn't. Verb comes out and he falls flat every time. There was one battle. What was the battle that Verb had that was quite exciting? Did he battle, which OG did he battle recently? It was like Head Ice. Was it Head Ice? I didn't hate that battle. I thought Verb was all right. But other than that, I really haven't enjoyed anything that he's done at all recently. The women come out and, you know, whoop him to death. Hollw retweeted this yesterday. URL, we need Av versus Hollw for Summer Madness, please. And he hasn't said much else. What I found interesting is that so the boss retweeted Av's URL, what we doing? I need Hollw on Summer Madness, saying this needs to happen. I've got Av 30 and money on the floor. Now, Hollw, like I said, he hasn't said much about Summer Madness. Said, is this something battle fans do, or are you really going to be there with money? She says, the boss says, I'll be there regardless, and I bat on bells every event, so it's just business as usual. He says, I'd like to hold people to stuff. So if it's booked, I'd like to personally bet you. Now, I don't know. I just feel like that's doing a lot if it's not booked. If it's not happening, it's doing a lot to respond. You've barely said anything on Twitter, but you're responding to that one because someone's, you know, willing to bet that you're losing all 3 rounds. I thought that was interesting. He dropped a few Av bars. What was this, last week, or an Av bar saying, can you finish the line? Av now, as well as saying Av versus Hollw, the Don makes sense, he doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He will Miss Cream asks, who are you trying to kill? And he says, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'll kill anyone. Someone says, since URL is playing with the Av and Hollw battle and you say you're not on Summer Madness yet, Shark C Av versus Eazy the Block Captain. This battle's better anyway. Now, Av has retweeted that. I don't know if that's agreement. I don't know if that's just, you know, more interesting. Salute Wiretap. Verb and pass was decent. I mean, if that's as far as I can go, you know, that's the one kind of well, I said the head ice one, but yeah, it's not enough. It's not enough, and I don't want to see him on Summer Madness. But that's just my opinion. You like Av versus Eazy, Willie? What do we think about that one? If we can't get Hollw versus Av, but something tells me, I don't know. It's just a feeling. I have a feeling that one could be locked in for sure. Wiretap, I am supporting you today. Follow, hit follow. Attention to my timer here. Excuse the static. Definitely follow the Wiretap. Av versus Eazy is an interesting alternative. I'd really like to see Av versus Hollw. And Av versus Eazy perhaps down the line, but I want Eazy, Calico, and Hollw, like what I put on the thumbnail. I want that. I want that one. I want that one. Eazy and Calico, Hollw, and Av. I think that's a crazy 4 battles right there. That's crazy. I'd like to see it. Mr. Adams, salute. Red Pill, salute. What about the ladies? What about the ladies? Now, I keep saying this. The ladies don't need their special own princess card, you know, where they go and be dainty little divas. Like, they can come and get it in with the men. We've seen what these women do with these guys. They fuck them up. You can put some male-female battles on the cards. You can put a female-female, but we can, like, put the women in there. Funeral and the Bardashians apparently just had, you know, what so many people are calling Battle of the Year. Battle of the Year at the New Orleans Battle of the Bayou URL event at the weekend. You know, the women headlined an all-male URL card and had not only Battle of the Night, but what people are calling Battle of the Year. How is that not Summer Madness worthy? You know, Hitman is looking out for the ladies. Yeah, he definitely want to make sure that he spotlights the women in Bags and Bodies. I think he said out of 16, he at least wants 4 women, but women who can hang with the guys. He's saying he wants women, you know, that not only can battle other women, he doesn't want a woman to come in that first round, can't hang, isn't used to battling guys, and then she gets, you know, she's knocked out. So I definitely agree with him on that. But there's a lot of women that can get these guys up out of here and should be on the Summer Madness stage. There are so many of them, for real. Like I said, we just mentioned the Bardashians. That's Jazz and Official. You've got their sister Casey, also the face of URL, taking a little bit of time out. She's also doing really cool things. She was on Remy's card. She's on what's the BET series that Remy's presenting, Crime Stories or something. She's acting in that, getting outside of battle rap as well. I've seen her doing hostings and things, so she's, you know, she's staying busy. Yeah, Shuni and Farah. You got Vixen, Hustle, 40, E-Heart, even like Flames and Prestavia could, you know, I think they're ready to deserve a shot like Summer Madness. I think they could definitely hold it down. Shuni called Casey out. Yes, we are getting to that. They deserve more recognition. I've been saying that. Yeah, definitely. Women have been holding their own for a minute. Yes, I definitely agree. Oh, thank you for your kind words, Mr. Adams. That's very nice. Let's see. So Shuni, salute. Let's talk battle rap. They caught the quote from OTFMZ. I think, yeah, Shuni has an interview, I think, on OTFMZ, so definitely go and check that out. It might be Shuni and Farah, actually, I think. And she told KCJ to come outside. Now, Casey responded and said, I really think it's about that time. Shuni's been going crazy this year, and this is a fact. Shuni really has been really stepped up since her return. Had a couple of, knocked the ring rust off in the first couple. And I think since Summer Madness, maybe, or since did she battle Vixen? Took a loss but had some really dope shit and just stumbled in places. I feel that was Vixen. Since then she's been super consistent, been putting in work. Yeah, that Summer Madness battle against, was it Fendi? She's got the belt. Yeah, like she's been getting busy. She is a big stage performer. She's a top tier women's battler. She can rock a crowd. She's perfect for Summer Madness. And Casey, consistent worker, had some big battles. Definitely could see that one on there. I need my incense. That's what was wrong. Something's wrong and I've got no incense burning. Yeah, get your own Summer Madness. I don't know if that LBVS, what does that mean? I'm bullshitting very strong. I don't know if that's what you were saying, but women don't need their own special little princess card, like I said. I think it does them a disservice. And, imagine if Hustle and Verb was on Summer Madness, like, terrible. Better get that incense, set the vibes. Yeah, I wish my son was here and I could ask him to get it. It's just over there. I might do that. But yeah, there's a lot of women that could be on that card, and I think definitely deserve to be. How have I spent so long talking about this? I was going to do the riot, but I think I'm going to save that until tomorrow. But so I've been talking forever. Tell me who you want to see on that card. Who needs to be on Summer Madness? Who do we have to have? When do we get the announcements? Have you hashtagged URL and say, hey, yo, URL, what are you playing at? We are 30 days away and we still have no announcements. Like, this is not it's not the done thing. It's really not the done thing. I expect you to have more decorum. People need to get their plans in order. Battlers need to get locked in. We don't want to see no sloppy performances. We need top battles up there, and we want to get the best out of these guys, especially for the marquee events. So yeah, can we get those announcements, please? Today would be lovely. That's such a parent thing to say. Yeah, it really is. It's because I don't want to, come off and give you dead air. They're only over there, but still, where I'm wrapping up, it's not worth it. If I remembered at the beginning of the show, then it would have been different. But yeah, it's been good vibes all the way through, though. Thank you, everyone who has joined me in the comments, given me their suggestions. If you drop them there, I'll read them out now. Hopefully we'll have some actual battles confirmed and we'll be able to give some predictions soon. Eazy versus John is my Summer Madness 12 and I want to see you. Wait for me. Okay, I'll go and get it. Eazy versus John. Okay, so we're going to have to fight on that because I want Eazy Calico. Okay, so not too much dead air there. You saw Eazy's reaction. Eazy's reaction to what? Oh, should we let's have a look at Eazy's reaction to the John battle again.
Goods ain't do it, Shine ain't do it, Verb ain't do it, but I'm gonna do it. Goods ain't do it, Shine ain't do it, Verb ain't do it, but I'm gonna do it.
That's always fun. What a great animation. Shout out the animator there. Yes. Oh, Eazy's reaction to the John diss track, that was hilarious. Yeah, we're lighting up some frankincense. There we go. Oh, I feel so much better now. Apparently, incense is linked to helping lift your mood and alleviate depression. It is it serotonin or the other one, but it stimulates the release of whatever it is that when you're low in causes depression. So if you're ever, feeling a little low, spark up some incense. Not only makes a very natural, nice smell, but it boosts your mood and lifts your general well-being. So that's a win all round for me. You've got to have a backstory for Summer Madness, not just any battle. I think it definitely helps. I guess but that it is kind of a story. Calico and Eazy, people say it's the same, similar material, two different genres. Both both are going to come and talk that talk in a different way. It's not really a story, I'm reaching there, right? But it's had some build up. It's had some build up. I guess Eazy and John does have more of a backstory. Serotonin, okay, a neurological trigger that helps fight depression. Yeah, that's what. So frankincense helps to stimulate the release, I think, of serotonin. Don't quote me. Do your own research, but it's a thing. It's a scientific thing, which I had to research it. No, I didn't. I researched it because I was putting it in my plants. I had a makeshift incense holder. I was propping the incense stick in my plant pots, and then it was like, shit, is this ash going to do anything to my plants? And it was like, no, actually, it's quite good for your plants. And did you know it helps with depression? I was like, nah, let me check this and study, scientific studies, and back up that. So you learn something new every day. Yeah, I was reaching 1 star. When Eazy has no story, just similarities. Hey Sketch, thank you for the prop and the rose, it's lovely, and thank you for sharing the broadcast. It's like basketball, incense, depression release. The backstory. Yeah, but you get to the shit, what are they called, the playoffs. You don't have to have a backstory for the playoffs, you just have to be the best from your division, right? Yeah, I'm edging the cow battle. I just think it's to be honest though, all right, I could definitely be sold on a John one, because John has some great battles. Like, he has some great wins. He's super hard to beat. He often has like a concept round, bring something different, but we haven't seen it. I think what was Ill Will before. Talking about concept round, that was a concept that really didn't work for me in the Ill Will battle, where he brought out the the faces of the people who have died at the hands, the black people who have died at the hands of police brutality, and kind of tied it in with Ill Will. Like, that was but I think since then, was that Surf after that? Oh, we had Ace Amin as well on Bullpen, but that was a very different battle. Real grudge there, and I still think Ace got that. So I haven't seen a good John for a minute. I think Eazy could inspire him to bring that out, but I'm not so sure. Oh, Enormous Giant, thank you. It's very nice. 750 in the chat, Jen. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? But, oh, thank you for the diamond, Matt. That's really nice. When was that? The Mr. Wavy battle? And John, that was ages ago, right? But he's got it's John, and we know what he can do. It's just, will he? I don't think we've seen it for a minute. 7 years ago, exactly. Who's the goat? Mr. Wavy is the goat. Thank you for the prop, LOM. 750 people in the chat with me. No, there's not. I think it's a kind of a cheat, right? They're not all in here right now, but I think they that means that 750 have tapped in at one point, which is really cool. Thank you if you are still in here, and thank you. Oh, I'm dope. Thank you, Enormous Giant, for the love. I appreciate it. What woman? Give me either a woman or a matchup who we want to see on Summer Madness. Jazz, I saw someone mention earlier on Jazz and Vixen. Now, Jazz, I saw a live with her, I think it was, where she was talking strategically about the battles that she wanted to have, and when she would take them and stuff. And Vixen was one. Oh, what did she say? She wanted Vixen. She wanted, what was the battle to get a bigger bag for the Vixen battle? She wanted to set up a battle with somebody to get a bigger bag for Vixen on Summer Madness. Whatever that in between battle was, didn't happen. But she didn't want to battle on, I think, Gnome and Summer Madness, or was it Chrome 23? I can't remember. I don't know. Like, so Jazz, like, I would say, okay, there we go. Thank you, Trubs. Vixen wanted official first and then a bigger bag for Jazz. As I was saying it, I was like, damn, was it Jazz or was it Vixen who was being super strategic like that? Okay, it was Vixen. Jazz now as well. Like, Jazz before, 2 months out, if she's not confirmed, you don't think she's going to take the battle. Now, she's battling in 2-on-2s days apart. Just after she did that to Geechee. She beat Geechee, by the way. She beat Geechee. Argue with your dog, because they can't argue back. I mean, maybe they can. Maybe your dog is of superior intelligence and will just bark loudly in a demanding way, and you'll have to concede. But Geechee beat Jazz. She just battled with Lou Castro on OSBL's Double Dragon card against Steams and Jade. I think I saw a poll that had them. Oh no, that was prediction. Don't know who won, but it sounds like Jazz and Lou Castro won, and then just had what sounds like a battle of the year the following day with a different 2-on-2 partner in a different city. Like, she flew from New Orleans. She was in New Orleans, then flew to DMV, and then flew back to New Orleans. Like, and so maybe she is. Maybe we're getting Jazz and Vixen. What's Vixen saying? What I'm seeing from Vixen recently, actually, is cooking. I need to taste Vixen's greens. I need some of Vixen's greens. Vixen, what are you saying? Or we need a green off or something. My Callaloo versus Vixen's collared greens. Is Vixen talking like she's making some hype about the bags and bodies? I don't think she would be that. Hitman's not taking any top tiers. I think female is a top tier. Vixen is definitely a top tier. She retweeted a day ago, we need females on Summer Madness. We need women on Summer Madness after all this battle and the Bayou talk. Jazz, have you been writing for Vixen? I don't see no other women's battle on Summer Madness but that. Wow, there's so many other women's battles that could be on there. But, I'm not going to argue with you. How much time you need again? Now, Jazz didn't respond, but both Jazz and Vixen retweeted it. Not reading too much into that. There we go. It's Vixen's Sunday dinner. Could we get them on there? Thank you for the follow, Sketch. Vixen half white, her food definitely is not it. 1 star. I beg you, follow me on Instagram and go and see what my half white Portuguese ass does with some food. I throws down in the kitchen. My food gets me marriage proposals with my white half and all. So I beg you, go and do that. London Jen, all one word, 3 ends on the Jen. Take a look at my highlights. It's only food. No first traps in there. You have to go in the stories for those. But yeah. Oh, I guess it's a first trap in the sense that, you know, people look at them and they say, "Can I marry you, please?" And I say no. Gotti is the first. Oh, what's that? That's a response. Vixen got to see O first, then Jazz. I'm here for either battle. Vixen official could also be a Summer Madness battle for sure. Official, for a moment, it looked as though maybe she was having puncher's problem where she'd kind of run out of punches. She was all punched out. No, that girl has come back and is, you know, seems to be motivated and on top form again. She and Vixen would be a crazy battle, very different battle to the Jazz battle, but I'm here for either one of them. I think all of these ladies deserve the shot. They are right, you know, they would look right at home on that Summer Madness card. They will sell tickets and, you know, make the card a lot more attractive for sure. Gotti got the first two. Jazz is a great angler, but some fell. I can't remember how I called it. I think I gave Gotti the first and Jazz the second and the third, if I remember. I think Gotti had some freestyling in the third, and it wasn't on sort of top form. Vixen versus Jazz would be nice. Yeah, definitely. Official needs one more clean one-on-one battle. Yeah, it could be that she definitely needs maybe another one. But I think she's put in enough work in the past that, you know, give her that bly. I don't think she's going on Summer Madness and flopping, but I didn't think she'd do what she did against Cortez in the tournament either for $100,000. But I think this is very different. She said she wasn't motivated for Cortez. I'm sure she would be motivated for Vixen, motivated for Summer Madness. First Lady Fames is a good Summer Madness pick. Yeah, Diane's, I definitely said her or Prestavia, I think, even have done enough and have generated enough buzz as well, have enough support that they could definitely battle on there. Are we ever going to see Misfit versus Jazz? I think I saw Jazz recently saying, yeah, definitely it's one that she would still like to do. I don't know. Misfit doesn't seem she's doing her media thing. She's got other things going on, you know, other ventures outside of battle rap, which she seems to be doing really well and settled in. And she doesn't seem to have any smoke for anybody or any. Yeah, she talks about battle rap. She doesn't seem to want to battle. I think with that one though, if the bag was right for both of them and the opportunity, everything made sense, I think they would both potentially do it. But the money's got to be right. I think Misfit wants big money. Jazz is now, you know, big bag Jazz or big bra Jazz, depending on whether she's battling or not. Misfit, while she's still Misfit, Jazz has definitely increased her value. I would say whatever it was she was asking a year ago, she can definitely ask for more. I don't know that Misfit can do the same. And I think it was actually Jazz who was asking for more. Maybe she'll get it now. And maybe she'll just ask even more than she was asking. I would definitely. But there are other opponents that we want to see her again. I think she's talked about giving an up-and-comer a shot. So, yeah, I would have loved to see that with all the hype. Yeah, definitely. And I think it's one, I love Misfit. I'm a big Misfit fan. And I think anytime she's ready to come and battle, then I'd be here for it. But I don't think she's really on it. She doesn't seem to be on it. So, yeah, I don't think we're getting that anytime soon. Jazz versus Casey. That's interesting. We just had official versus Casey, right, on Chrome 23, and them Bardashians were going at each other. It was not a friendly fight. That was a full-on girl brawl. I think Jazz and Casey would probably be the same. There's a healthy competition amongst them. You know, Jazz and I know that was Fisher and Casey. But yeah, I think, yeah, that's one. Jazz has got some battles out there still. Is it Couture? That battle's got some history, never happened, and you know, Couture is back out now. That's one that could happen. But yeah, put the ladies on the cards, please. They deserve it, and they certainly are worthy, whether it's against females or males. Eazy versus Clips. Who have you got? It's funny. He ends the diss track, doesn't he? He was saying like, Clips, I'm making my way, and he really is making his way. Right now, I don't have anyone beating Clips, a top form Clips. I think if he's on form, it's a classic. I don't care who wins at that point, but I definitely, on prediction, unless I'm seeing Charlie come and drop the ball, yeah, I definitely would have Clips going in. Not to say that Eazy couldn't beat him, but the safe bet, a sensible prediction, is Clips. But yeah, I'd have to see what the build up for that was like, what they're kind of, you know, how motivated they seem. Eazy, without question, would be. And yeah, Charlie's recent form is scary. It's downright scary. Honestly, Twerk might be on the card. He can't do no wrong from the looks of it. Now, obviously, his battle in the Bayou was cancelled the other day. He was battling Jerry West, wasn't it? And I believe his child was injured. His son was injured in a fight between his two pit bulls. And also, so Danny and Fonz was also supposed to be on that card. But I think URL have talked about rescheduling that for September 10th. Is that their... Have they announced it? Because they've got another card. What's it? Down to the Wire. When is that? No, that's this weekend, August 27th. I don't know what's on September 10th. But they've talked about that date for rescheduling. I don't know that that's Jerry West isn't on. He hasn't been outside. Like, he's not one of those names that's kind of automatically elevated or qualifies for Summer Madness, and he hasn't been putting that work in. I'd say more Danny and Fonz is Summer Madness potential than Jerry and Twerk would. Also, it's kind of Twerk's still comeback, right? After I'm fucking up again, and then he went and sat down for a little while. So he's still got something to prove. He battled what was it, Snake Eyes? Not on. We know Twerk can come and have the craziest battles on these small league, turn around 2 weeks later and flop on URL. So who knows? URL has mentioned band a lot on Twitter, have they? So maybe we've got a band coming up. Jerry West has more volume potential. Yeah, I'd agree with that for sure. And it kind of takes the pressure off of Twerk a little bit. Not that, he can't handle the pressure, but it also looks less bad if you mess up on a volume than it does if you mess up on Summer Madness. I would not like to see Twerk up there on the biggest of stages, kind of, like in the Real Name Brandon. Like, some of that shit is heartbreaking to watch. It's hard to watch, and I wouldn't want him to go through that if he's not, on tip top form, fully prepared and motivated. But yeah, I think I really am gonna wrap up now, sort of half an hour after I said that I would. But I think we've summer madness that talk to death. It's like I was talking for so long. I was hoping the URL would drop an announcement. They have not acquiesced to my demands. It's not very nice. Could have just done that for me, URL. You could have just done that just for me. Wouldn't have taken much. Wouldn't have gone out of your way or anything. You could have just little tweet. Don't even need a graphic. Just a tweet, like tweet from P. URL card. That's it. Wouldn't take much. But no, can't do that. Not for your +44 niggas. Okay, it's cool though. It's cool. But yeah. I'm gonna hopefully be back. Oh, we may be doing VS tonight. We took a hiatus on Monday. Henny was in New Orleans celebrating his birthday. If you haven't hit him yet and told him a happy birthday, go tell my friend happy birthday. He deserves all the love. Hopefully we'll be doing VS tonight. Not sure if he's back yet. Not sure if he's still celebrating. If not, I should be back with another episode tomorrow. We can run down the Riot card. I'll definitely be talking about the URL down to the Wire card. There's a battle on there that I actually quite like. I say that like I don't like most battles. But Moon versus Head Ice is going down on that one. The OG's battle. I'm definitely here for that one. We'll talk about that either tomorrow or Friday, plus the Riot card too. Wanted to see if I could get KP on to talk about that, but I probably left it too late now anyway. And there's a lot going on in the UK. If you don't follow me on YouTube, that's where I drop and talk about most of my UK content. After, you wouldn't believe, but after my Riot list, there was UK battle on my list to talk about as well. And then it's just like, no, we're not getting to that. Maybe I'll do just a watch or something, but yeah, there's definitely a lot going on in the UK. Our battlers are on smoke. We are putting out some quality battles. I think there's a few actually in my past shows. Tony D versus Bizzo, contender for Battle of the Year, and would be in any country. Definitely go and check that one out if you want to see a dope recent UK battle. Would I judge a battle? Asked Diane. I definitely do over here. I have been asked to judge for a few leagues, live and online. So yeah, I would judge. It's not my favorite thing to do, but yeah, I think it's kind of an obligation to an extent. But yeah, I don't mind judging. And depending on who was asking. Yeah, so lots to talk about coming up. Hopefully we'll get some summer madness announcements. URL. Hopefully we'll get them soon. And we can talk about those too. Meantime, follow, subscribe, follow me on YouTube as well if you don't already. And yeah, that is all. This has been the 10 o'clock news. Thank you for everyone who's dropped props, joined me in the comments, added something, or just sat and watched. I appreciate you. Good day to you too, sir. But on that note, I'm going to let's do this. Let's fade out. We started with Eazy. When will I be back? Hopefully tomorrow at 10 o'clock. I'm sorry, make sure you follow me. You should get an email when I go live. I try and stick to a regular time, but I haven't been able to do that yet. I work nights, and sometimes my hours are, and my energy levels are all over the place. Yeah, I should be back around the same time, although hopefully a little earlier tomorrow. And I should be around 9 p.m. after the URL recap show tonight on Verified Source. Make sure you're following Battle Rap Trap on Caffeine for that. But yeah, we are going to follow. We are going to... Oh, you want to follow back? Bear with me. I don't know how to do that on here. And I don't have... I've got the URL thing up here. So give me a minute and I'll see what I can do. Bear with me. Oh. Oh, that is what I wanted to do. I forgot I had my 10 o'clock news out there. But yeah, we're going to fade out with Eazy. I think we're going to fade out.
Y'all already know what it is. It's Gutter City, nigga, Philly shit. Y'all know what I do, man. When I got a problem, I don't get emotional, man. I'm not doing the back and forth. I'm not doing the Twitter exchange. We're not doing the Instagram, man. You mean? Real hip-hop head, man. We take it right back to the streets. Ha, I do what the fuck I want, y'all hear me? I do what I want. Let's do this. What y'all mad at? I beat y'all niggas' favorites and look past that. I'm feed up on these dickheads, that's a hashtag. They blame that shit on COVID. I went up in they stores, now they asking where my mask at. Y'all see who got the last laugh. I see y'all talking and y'all bitching. Got my name up in y'all mention. Shit got X back for the battle. He said no and you don't get it. You on Twitter say I'm ducking. Ain't no track but ducking chicken. You mostly your performance. We love watching, we don't listen. I mean I understand the rush, but shotgun you ain't winning. Rum and hustle, or I hustle rum, y'all think it's prohibition. I ain't taking all them battles. It's about, man, who you hitting. I'm a star to get interest. I gotta punch the ticket. It's a box here. Champion in top 10. Everybody that I battle look good. Shit, I've been helping since I got here. Who ducking y'all? Y'all wanna be my friend, but I don't fuck with y'all. I ain't grow up with y'all. Just thinking, nigga. Don't hate it, nigga. I don't got no stories that I stay with niggas or favorite niggas or sharing cars with y'all favorite nigga. Now a nigga popping and I'm supposed to play the game. Let me battle the graveyard, cause all them niggas got a name. Every time I think Kyle Thurl, he turn into a lame. Dispense all my balls, now all my ops turn to strain. Last time I left DNA, it came with some pain. Last time I test DNA, it came with it.